Have been at risk amid the government shutdown, impacting millions of families who rely on the resource, those SNAP funding for their food assistance.
And now the Trump administration says it will send out partial payments this month, but that is not all of the normal funds. Right. And we have Abby Park here, who she and her family are being impacted by these recent changes. And good morning. How are you? Give us your name once again. I want to make sure we didn't have a typo here.
Good morning. Yeah, my name is Abby Park.
Okay, Park. Okay, just wanted to make sure there.
Well, how does SNAP help your family, Abby?
Well, as you can imagine, any help from the government is as good as a can visit. We're also on WIC with government help, which is super nice. But SNAP is really nice because whatever money we can't get with WIC, we're able to get our groceries with SNAP.
So what's your story, your family, what's your situation right now?
So right now it's a family of 4, and then we have a little baby on the way, so soon we'll be a family of 5, which is nice because then SNAP will hopefully give us more funding for the groceries. But I think we've been on SNAP for about a year, and it's helped, even just in this year, it's helped us dramatically.
Okay, and the problems for SNAP actually kicked in November 1st. So have you felt any impact of this so far?
Yes, especially since living in a city that it's hard to, it's more of an expensive city. I didn't realize how much SNAP benefits actually helped us until we didn't have it. Like I said, we're still on WIC, but with SNAP, it really did help a lot more than I thought it would because we're able to provide groceries for me and my husband and my 2 kids. But without that, it was a lot harder to find things that we liked and things that we could afford.
Where do you live that it's more expensive?
Downtown Salt Lake.
Oh, you live
so you're
downtown.
right in downtown Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Have you had other avenues that you've taken to get some help?
Well, we're on WIC, but I think other than that, we've just been trying to figure out what we can to get some help, but we haven't gone I guess we haven't reached out as much as we should to other people that can help us.
I know Workforce Services has some connections. Have you been talking with them at all about what's available?
Yeah, so I usually try to keep in touch. They're pretty good at sending out emails saying every time there's a change in your account or every time they notice there's a change from our end, they always reach out. It is kind of hard to contact them through the phone just because they're super busy. And especially in November, it was hard to contact them on the phone because everyone was struggling with what we were struggling with. But they usually stay on top of things, which is really nice.
Okay, now what would you like to tell your local representative, those in Congress, because that's been a big fight. That's why we have the government shutdown. So what would you like to tell lawmakers?
They say that there are more people struggling than people realize. And I know on social media, a lot of people see people that purposely are unemployed to get SNAP benefits, but people like my family that we are really trying to just live in Salt Lake and we're trying our best. We're working and we're still struggling. I would say keep an eye and an ear out, and just if you have any resources, let it be known to those families like mine that can reach out and can get that help, because there are more than you would think.
Have you reached out to representatives at all?
I have not, but if things do get worse, I think that will be my next step.
Okay, so how are things looking, I guess, down the road a bit for you and your husband getting in a situation where you won't even need SNAP benefits, where you'll increase your income?
That's the dream. As of right now, we're both working and we're both in school. So as of right now, it's probably the worst situation.
And 2.5 kids.
That's right.
Right? Stay-at-home mom, both working, and he's in full-time school. But I'm hoping that eventually, even if it's in the year or two, that things will get better and that SNAP will not be a #1 priority in our family. that we'll be able to go week by week and be able to pay for our own groceries.
Well, we know that food pantries and the food bank are struggling to keep up with the demand right now. And then SNAP benefits, you might only get partial. You might only get 50% of what you usually get.
Yeah, that's what the plan is now.
Are you going to rely on food pantries?
Probably. I'll have to see what food pantries are able, like our local in Salt Lake City, but I do think that that will be a big help. Even if it's 50% of SNAP, that still, some benefits is better than no benefits. And I do think that reaching out to local food pantries is also as beneficial as food stamps and just the money to get food.
Yeah. Well, Abby, we certainly wish you the very best. I know it's tough times, and I guess if you haven't been there, you really can't understand completely how rough and emotional and what a burden this can be. But we wish you the very best, and not only to settle the government shutdown thing, but just for you and your life. And we hope that, and I'm sure they will, things will get much better down the road.
We wish you the best with your baby too, and we'll be talking with you in a few months about how great things are going. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you guys so much.
All right, we appreciate Abby sharing her experience with us.